What's up, guys? Welcome back to Milliken Fishing. Got a couple hours to get out today, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the lake, heading out to a local lake. Just made myself what I would consider a breakfast of champions. Healthy anyways. So right now, I'm just trying to get all my stuff packed up, get my camera gear together. I got a couple jigs I tied up special for today. I want to check the hook, make sure it's exactly how I want it, because I do got a tournament coming up here this next Saturday. But yeah, as of right now, just got to get some air in the tires, and we'll get out on the water, get headed out of here. Hopefully we can make it happen. I know you're gonna be shocked by this, but once again, we got 40 degrees, cloudy conditions, no wind. Not the most ideal, but what do? We're gonna do our best today, see if we can catch some big ones, see if we can catch some numbers. Either way, awesome to get out on Friday. Just got to the lake, just went down, did a little check. Lake looks pretty damn muddy. So again, lipless bait, stuff that throws a lot of vibration. This lake actually got a ton of press this winter because the Game and Parks killed it off because it was completely overpopulated with shad, and that got a lot of controversy because a lot of the game fish died too. So a lot of people think there's actually no fish in this lake because it's killed off. We're gonna see if we can't prove them wrong today, but since we are in the pre-spawn, these fish have had some time with this water staying pretty consistent the last few weeks. We're gonna hit like a little lead bank back to a spawning area, and then we're gonna hit a giant flat, see if they're on there, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right, here we go. Water is actually decently high and 47 degrees, which is a little bit warmer than I've been seeing lately. So we'll see. I'm gonna start with this trap, see if we can maybe back out and get a good one here. Bunch of coots right there, which means there's probably grass over this direction. Wind's blowing into it, some rock leading up to a little spawning flat. I like the looks of this area for sure. This hasn't been good grass though that I've been catching, so who knows. Now before I flip this jig, I'm gonna get this guy loaded up with some Bass Dynasty. This stuff has been money for me lately. Yeah, nice and garlicky, yum. All right, Mr. Jig. There's one. Oh, that was a good one. Swam that jig and he got it. I think it's Milliken fishing tradition that I always lose the first fish of the day. Would have liked to have seen that one a little better. It looked like it was 3.5 or 4 probably. There's another one. Yeah. There we go. Nice 2-pounder. Nice fatty. There it is, first fish of the day. 2-pounder, not huge, but good way to start. I'm happy with that. Both those swim jig bites are your typical swim jig bite. You feel a tick, you just slowly see your line start to swim sideways and a little bit of pressure, and then you just kind of lean into them. First one I think I hit too hard, and so I didn't get a good hook in them. Hey, I'm all right with that. For the Dead Sea, we got 2 fish right away. 46-degree water, and we're swimming a jig. I'll take it. Yep, another one. That's right. Fish number 2. Another one probably close to 2 pounds. Something about horizontal presentation. Whenever you see horizontal cover with a swim jig, that's usually just deadly. Stumps obviously can hold fish on them sometimes. Anytime there's a horizontal tree that's laying down like that, that's just perfect. Sucks is I've lost the biggest one I've had so far. I think we might be able to get a big one today though. This right here is the perfect place to throw this flat 75. I guarantee there's fish staged up, whether they're gonna eat or not, right on this riprap. And there's probably a little bit less scum on this stuff right here. See if we can't make a couple good casts and stick a good one. Oh, that was a fish. I'm gonna flip my boat around now and point my nose right into the wind and see if we can catch one coming back off this drop off. This is where the channel goes underneath the bridge. Obviously it's the only pinch point on the lake, so this is just an ideal spot for a pre-spawn fish to stage up, especially with the water only 46 degrees or so. Right on this riprap, they can stay nice and warm. I guarantee there's fish there. They're usually, a lot of times they're not the most active fish. They like to suspend underneath bridges, but maybe up in them rocks there'll be one that's a good one ready to eat for us. There they are. You can see the fish down there suspended. Those probably aren't fish that are gonna bite, but it lets me know they are on their way back here. Even though the water is gonna be colder and muddier back here, that's not really ideal. We'll see if they're back here. I've seen them stage up on this flat back here before, so. Oh. These fish are freaking fat and they're starving. I'll take that all day. First cast swimming the jig on this riprap. Boom. Another 2-pounder. Oh, that could be a big one. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Oh God. Yeah, we're gonna go down and get him. Yes, look at that. Look at that. 5-pounder, boom. You know, the swim jig, you gotta be so patient on the bite because it's always just a little tick and then you feel it swimming to the side. And when I put that Bass Dynasty on this jig like that, I have so much confidence they're gonna hold on for a long period of time. Let's get this big girl back in the water. That's a donkey. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get right back in there and crack another one on the swim jig. Oh my God, these fish did not look like that before they drained this lake. I fished 3 tournaments here last year and I didn't catch a fish half that size, I don't think. In the muddy, cold water. Insane. This is like stupid shallow here. If I catch one here, they are up as high as you can go. Should be some fish here. There's some bait on there and the bottom looks a little bit harder in this spot. Nice little staging flat. They might not be moved onto it yet. We might need a couple more degrees. Yeah, that's not a bait fish. Well, nothing on the flat. Fish are a little hot spot. We got those swim jig bites on, then we'll move around the other side of the bridge. Doesn't appear that they've come back and really gotten on this flat much. They're probably just coming right around the corner. They're not all the way back here yet. Give it another week though, maybe a week and a half, they'll be loaded back here from the looks of it. But I can almost guarantee we can catch another one off this little stretch of bank where they were on that swim jig really good. Had 3 bites there in like 40 feet. This line is destroyed from the scummy green pond. And because it's been on there since the start of the year. Well, things have certainly slowed down. Maybe out here in this wind there'll be some more active ones. There we go. Another one on the swim jig. Come here, buddy. Nice, healthy looking 2-pounder, 2.5 maybe. Pretty fish, super pretty. Almost look like those Ozark fish, man. Stayed real patient with him too, waiting for that weight to finally load up on the rod because he just tapped it all the way in. You can feel them getting way back in their crunchers, and that's when you drive that hook home. All right, great start. Got those, what, 5-6 bites already, and pretty cool deal on a swim jig. You know, water's only 45 degrees, but they're eating and they're a lot more aggressive. We finally had some consistent weather, even though it hasn't been warm. I think maybe that's what's doing it for me, but we're gonna go down the lake, completely different type of deal, and see if we can make this swim jig bite go there. Otherwise, we're gonna try some other stuff for sure. Well, the sun just came out. Time to get out old Mr. Flippin's dick. He's a little more bright than I wanted him to be, but that's okay. Good place for old Mr. Big to be hiding. Look at all those dead shad. That is crazy. Big ones too. Alright, sun came out and the water's cleaner up here, so we are going to throw around this bluegill swim jig a little bit along with pitching it. This guy is a dude right here. Tell me there's not one underneath that tree right there. Hell of a cast. There's that. There's that. There's that. Let's leave. All right, back to the old swimming jig. Full-on Italian restaurant. Alright, we made it to crunch time. We've been bid on one spot, and I only got time to hit one more spot. So we're going back to Delta Spot A, the one spot where we can catch. Alright, here we go. One more time through Delta Spot A. See if we can make them eat. There we go. Hell yeah, another nice 2-pounder. A lot of fish in here this size apparently. I'll take it. Boom, it's a pretty guy. All right, we're gonna spend 5 minutes throwing this trap, the snatch that is, on this flat. And then we're getting out of here. They were not up there on that stuff, I don't know why. Well, that was somewhat of a pleasant surprise. Just got off the water. You know, don't always read into something when people tell you that a lake's died off or that they just stocked the lake and there's no big fish in it. You'd be amazed once you get out and fish that body of water what you can actually find. You know, the bite really shut down once the sun came out and it got brighter outside, which is pretty typical of a swim jig bite or something, but couldn't really ever relocate this fish. Regardless, got that really good fish and a bunch of healthy ones. Great to see that the fishery's in good shape still. You know, as always, go down, hit that subscribe button to Milliken Fishing for more videos like this. Got some more tip videos coming out and my first tournament of the season coming out this next weekend. Leave a comment down below. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna film my first tournament or not because I don't really know if I want to be messing with the cameras the whole time. If you guys really want to see that content, go ahead and leave a comment down below. That way I know if I should take the time and if it's worth it to do that. But I'm gonna get out of here. I got a couple trips planned coming up this next week that'll be really exciting. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.